that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican.
Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. It comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 50 flat. 45, Mike, 45. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Nowhere. Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, Dillon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Bridgewater. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
He's going to look deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 68 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check three, check three, check three. "41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check, check, check 41. I'm here all day. Alert! Watch the twist.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's how we ball, fellas. Keep it.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Alert! All right, here we go. 41's the mic.
61, matchbox lights. No, 66.
On second down, a run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down.
Hey, that green 80. 33. Yeah. You don't want none. When it hit.
From the gun, it's Brady. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He got 29 yards that time. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Slams.
80 weapon. Go Bandit.
On first down, here's Breida. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
X3, 218, chopper.
Undercrush, undercrush.
This is Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check 26, check 26. Mike, check 33, 33. 65, 65.
Let's go on. No, 66.
Hey, check Mike 33.
Smooth.
33. Hey, here we go. Watch.
Sugar, sugar.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
Touchdown, baby.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go. Check 45 the mic. Exit, exit.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Save, save, save. Switch it.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Get out of here.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On the ready.
Mike 21, Mike 21, 21.
So don't say nothing.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On second down, McCaffrey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43.
Here we go.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd and a yard, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. McCaffrey. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Give him 6 yards and the first down.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time.
Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
45's the mic. Here we go, D.
Throwing on second down. Bridgewater. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Check 45's the mic. Check 45's the mic. Danny. What? Go.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
45's Mike. 45. Go. Hayward. Go. 45.
This is McCaffrey on the give.
Cut.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Big edge. Switch.
Here's Burrito, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait, 20.
33. Watch the run.
53, Linda. Hey, Echo.
33, check Mike 33. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Check it.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
Mike. Wait, 20.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
45.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Watch the edge.
Now it's Breida. And an alley to run. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Wait, 10. 180.
Mike's 5-4. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shift. Watch the shift.
Check it. Hey, box truck.
54. Mike, 54.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch.
150.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And he finds Howard complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Wait, 10. Wide, 80.
54, Mike. Rip left.
Hey.
They run with Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hey, Delta. There you go.
Shotgun now for Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken short. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Motion.
72.
Hey, check 20.
Alpha, easy. Check and reload.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Hey, orbit. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Jacket, reload.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. They give him a gain of 38. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? They just gave up a big, big game.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Keep working.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
All day, baby, let's go. Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now the pass brought in by Roberts.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
We're going to shut you down.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Give me that ball. Rip. Give me that ball. Alpha.
They run again with Breida. They find some open field here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 22 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Got the ball. Wide, wide, wide. Get wide.
Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Joker, Joker.
To throw, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
They can't see us.
Mike Evans. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Panthers take over.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Panthers 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Able to get away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
50. Rip.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds.
Come on,
It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. And a nice pickup there. It gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
41 Mike, 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Brady now on 3rd and goal.
Hey, we gotta get
This is caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. Gay's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They have nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. He's going to let it fly. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
That's it, baby.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wait, 20.
I got it.